You know you deserve and are capable of love, correct? Okay? Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. This collective is so protective of their peace, of their stability, of their abundance. And I just heard rightfully so, okay? You guys have worked really hard, really diligently to gain whatever it is that you have, and there is a fear of losing it. And there is a risk of losing it in letting people in. But this collective, you are so scared of getting hurt. You are allowing yourself to get hurt before you even allow anyone in. Ten of Swords. This collective is so scared of getting hurt. They're either hurting themselves by not allowing true, authentic lovers in, or they're just predetermining their own fate by just saying it out loud. You know, kind of like Murphy's Law. I believe it's Murphy's Law, but essentially the law in which when you just kind of just think something over and over, you think something bad's going to happen, you just manifest it happening. That's what you're doing. Or that's what you were doing. But this collective, there is a need for you to open up your heart, open up your arms. There is so much love that wants to come in for you at this time. And I'm hearing both with friends, both romantically, but you have to let it in. You can't be guarded during this. So let's see what other messages Spirit has for you. But I'm just channeling this collective. It's like there's so many people who want to come in. You have friends, you have lovers. There's just so many opportunities. It literally starts raining outside. Six of Wands. Part of you feels, Nine of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. You feel like you're not going to be successful in it. And again, that goes back to the fact that you haven't had successful relationships thus far. Yeah. If you're waiting for your happily ever after, if you're waiting for your true divine counterpart, of course you're not going to have successful relationships thus far. Of course you may have not dated someone for very long. Why are you looking at that's a bad thing? Again, why are we assuming that because we haven't had successful relationships thus far, that we're never going to have one? You literally have. The Six of Wands is about recognition. It's about praise. It's about success. It's about victory. Don't let the past and don't let what hasn't happened yet dictate your fear, dictate your mind, dictate your life. Because again, you have this predetermined love for you. I'm hearing soul tribe. Again, this is more than just a romantic love. I feel like I'm channeling and picking up more on that specific person, but they really want to reiterate that this goes the whole 9 yards. Just want to pause it to make sure that I'm saving it. It's 717 as I did that, and I split it to the Ace of Wands. Spirit wants you to have this reigniting of passion. Okay, the High Priestess in the reversal with the Eight of Cups. It's like your intuition is not able to come through when you constantly walk away from things. And I feel like the Eight of Cups it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's actually very healthy and amazing that you've learned to walk away from situations and people that aren't for you. But again, it's like you always have your foot out the door. You're almost always ready to just leave. You assume the worst, the Four of Pentacles beneath that, the Seven of Swords. You hold on to what's yours, and even if you're excited about the potential, even if you're just, there's constantly a fear and a nervousness and an anxiety of when's it going to go wrong, 333. And because of that, you're not able to see things fully, okay? And I feel like you're not meant to constantly be walking away from things. I feel like for some of you, it took a really long time to get into the energy of putting yourself first and walking away from people, but it was never meant to put you in the energy of just constantly walking away from people, of constantly self-isolating. It was meant to show you that you can do it, not that that's what you should be doing all the time. And I feel like there's a push every time someone comes in, every time someone kind of gets it landed on the Nine of Wands. Anytime someone gets close to knocking down one of your walls, to getting close to learning about you more personally, you automatically want to run away from them. But Spirit wants to remind you that in order to have true love, in order to have true connections, true friendships, you have to let your walls down at least a little bit. You can't be stone cold stoic. You can't not have and share information with others. Otherwise it doesn't work out. Okay, right? And the Seven of Swords coming out here, more than anything, I feel like this is a little bit of self. Okay? I feel like sometimes you come in and you self-sabotage. You feel like It's, again, this is all coming from past experiences, and I'm not trying to diminish the feelings that you had when this happened, but I feel like you've just been used to getting cheated on, betrayed, lied to. You're used to conflict, 7 of Wands. And so you feel the need to constantly gain information on other people while you have your own walls up. And I feel like that's the biggest kind of clash in the relationships that you have. And this is in no way a reading to try to call you out or to try to make you feel bad about yourself. I feel like you already know these things about yourself, but Spirit wants to remind you that your ability to walk away and your ability to be alone, I'm hearing like that's the survival skill. You've learned that you can do it, but again, it's not supposed to be the default. It's not supposed to be a hermiting life where you don't have friends, where you don't have a lover, where you don't ever trust anyone. You're supposed to be able to trust people. You're supposed to be able to build relationships. Like literally the 7 of Swords is like, even when people come in with genuine expectations, or intentions, it's like you have expectations. You already have these expectations of what they're going to do, of what they're going to take, of how they're going to leave. Oh, you like to leave before you can get left. That's what this is. I literally just go, I'm sorry that this is this is not trying to be a public call out, but yeah, you tried to leave before you are left. And that is a huge core trigger wound for you that Spirit wants you to look at and start to acknowledge, because it really does cause some conflict both within you and your interpersonal connections. And you do deserve friends. You do deserve love. I want you to reiterate that to yourself. You working through this core trigger wound, you doing this in the past does not mean, again, that's just further exemplifying why we need to let our walls down, why we need to have people in, so we can make sure that we don't get into very self-deprecating modes and eras, is what I just heard. You deserve 6 of Cups. You deserve happiness. You deserve lightheartedness. You deserve people to celebrate and love you too. It's not, I hope you know that. I need you to know that. I need you to know that. If you need to do some affirmations tonight, if you need to listen to some frequencies, I just even heard whale noises. I have no idea. Please do so. But know that you are loved, know that you are cared for, and know that as soon as you start to let those walls down, even just a little bit, you're going to invite that soul tribe in. And they're waiting for you, babe. They're so excited to meet you. So let them in so you can get to know them. And I'm seeing the 9 of Cups. I know it didn't come out, but you have a table waiting for you, and you have the guests all just sit, and it's just up to you, 747, to take your seat. The seat's waiting for you. I love you all.